Hello everyone, my name is Salim and welcome to the Markets Breakdown Analysis for Friday, the 27th of October 2023. We'll be breaking down charts to the exact zones where price will close above potential buys or close below for potential sells as well. So looking at the daily candle for Thursday, the daily broke below the Wednesday daily low and also broke above the Wednesday daily high. And as we can see, the daily rejected the downside and now more likely will be closing strong bullish, forming daily support around 181,610. Now, since the daily candle for Thursday will be closing bullish, forming daily support, now the anticipation for Friday is to see the continuation to the upside, maybe retesting this daily resistance, respecting this recent daily support. Now, we cannot ignore the fact that we've had a rejection area on the weekly, which when looking on weekly, we've had this weekly candle rejecting this level. Also, the current weekly candle tried to break above this weekly high and then rejected and retraced as price formed this daily resistance. And we're looking on the monthly candles just trading where the monthly candle started. And now to break down the chart and dropping down to the daily, the 4-hour time frame, and what we can see here, we have the most recent 4-hour support formed around 181,800. The most recent 4-hour resistance formed on the left around 182,410. Dropping down to the hourly, and now on the hourly we have a new range. So what we're going to do is we're going to put a line to where 182, where this hourly support formed around 182,050, a level of resistance on the hourly time frame at 182,480. Drop it down to the 30-minute time frame, and now we have a same level of support and resistance. And then we're looking on a 15-minute time frame. We can adjust the level of resistance slightly to 182,500. So now to identify the no trade zone, and I would say for potential buys, what we could do is we could wait for price to break and close above this hourly high, which means price will be breaking above this 4-hour high. And for potential sells, so potential buys above 182,590. Potential sells could be, now here's the thing, we have an hourly support, but then we look on the 30-minute time frame, we have a 30-minute support at this level, and then we have another 30-minute support, and this is a really small range. So for that reason, what we're going to do here is we're going to adjust the level of support to 181,930 or 940. And this is going to be the no trade zone. So I'd say potential sells could be below 181,940. And this is going to be the no trade zone. I'm just going to put a rectangle in here just to identify this area as a no trade zone. And now to look for potential buys. Now, obviously, the daily support will be forming around 181,630. As mentioned recently, we've mentioned how we could see a continuation to the upside to retest its daily resistance. So the first thing we're going to do here is we have a daily resistance formed around 183,460. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame and zooming in, and what we can see here is actually we've had one of the targets, and I remember looking at the hourly, we've had, so one of the targets for buys on yesterday's analysis, we've had this previous 1-hour support around 182,900. So now since the daily, and I've explained why we didn't have it as this hourly resistance. So now since the daily is closing bullish, forming daily support, now the anticipation for the continuation to the upside becomes really, really strong. So now the first target for buys could potentially be this hourly resistance around 183,010. And the second target for buys, now let's have a look again. We have a daily resistance around 183,460. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. We have a 4-hour resistance at this level. Looking at the hourly, on the hourly we have this hourly resistance around 183,400. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, that's the same level as well. More likely will be the same on the 50-minute time frame as well. I mean, it gets really messy on a low time frame. I would say a second target for buys. Now, obviously, usually we have some really decent volume on Friday, so maybe we have a second target for buys at 183,450, targeting this daily resistance. And now to look for potential sells, and going back to the daily, looking at the monthly is really nothing to see really, because the monthly is just ranging. Looking at the weekly is retracing. Looking at the daily, however, zooming in, and what we can see, this is a new potential daily support to be formed around 181,650. Dropping down to the 4-hour time frame, this is a decent 4-hour support, obviously a consolidation zone, so we don't know if the price is going to reject this area. And then when dropping down to the hourly, we have an hourly support around 181,450. A same level of resistance on support on the 15-minute time frame. That's the same thing on the 15-minute time frame as well. So I'd say, now here's the thing. So I would say We could have the first target for sells at 181,630, targeting this new daily support, which also matches with this 4-hour support. And the second target for sells, now we have this daily low that was formed on Thursday. Drop it down to the 4-hour time frame. This is a rejection. Looking at the hourly, let's have a confirm time frame. I'm going to ignore this level because obviously we are anticipating for a lot of volume in the market. So I would say the second target for sells, and I've identified something here, is this low that was formed on Thursday matches with this previous 4-hour resistance formed around 181,160. So I would say the second target for sells could potentially be 181,160, targeting this previous 4-hour resistance.
Dominion Markets, your trading sanctuary.